discuss another important organization which is international relations, that is G20. Okay, G20 is the group of 20, the countries which are 19 and 1 European Union. Okay, yeah, this is the G20 most important organization, most important international organization. There is a chance of question coming from this organization, and structural based or current based. Okay, yeah, we are going to discuss what is the structure of this organization of G20. Okay, G20, which is group of 20, established in 1999, where the Asian crisis took place. Okay, it is a discussion of global financial issues. Global financial issues, it can be discussed after crisis of Asian countries. There is a crisis before 1999, it is established. Okay, yeah, purpose of that, it is established. 19 countries, 1 EU, okay, 1 African Union also, AU also, EU and AU. Okay, AU which is enter into the 2023, in the 2023 AU, African Union also entered into the group of 20. Okay, yeah, beforely that is EU. Okay, like EU, which is European Union, which is the part of G20, and later 2023 AU also entered, African Union. Okay, yeah, so we are going to discuss the countries where, here just look into here, throughout world, the group of 20, it is not a regional union, it is global union. Regional union are that like BRICS, SAARC and BIMSTEC, SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. These are the regional institutions based on their strategic plan group of countries. But it is the G20 group of 20 which is global. Okay, largest economies countries. Okay, if come to the USA, that is United States and Canada, Latin America which is Mexico country, South America which is Brazil and Argentina. Okay, these are American countries. And if come to the Europe, European Union, Germany, Turkey, UK, France and Italy. Okay, along with European Union. European Union, there are countries, number of countries where 23, and Eurozone is 17 countries. Okay, yeah, if come to the Africa, that is African Union and South Africa. And if come to the Middle East countries, Saudi Arabia. Okay, if come to the South Asia, where India and China, okay, and Russia is Europe. And if come to the East Asia, Japan and South Korea, where Indonesia also East Asia. From Australia, there is a Australia country, not New Zealand. Okay, these are the countries, group of countries. Okay, group of countries, 20 countries along with European Union and African Union. There are 19 countries together. Guys, what is G20? Here it is the forum which is established in 1999. Okay, after Asian financial crisis, which is established for the handling the major crisis of financial issues about that such countries globally. Okay, yes. And what are the countries? What are the group of 20 countries are what? How many? It is 19 countries. Okay, and 1 EU, 1 AU. Okay, AU which is enter into the 2023. Okay, yeah. If come to the Australia, Argentina, AA. Australia, Argentina are 2 countries, AA. If come to the B, Brazil. If come to the B, Brazil. And if come to the C, Canada and China. C, Canada and China. F is France only. Okay, and G is Germany. And I is India, Indonesia, Italy. I is India, Indonesia and Italy. I is India, Indonesia and Italy. And Japan, J is Japan, and M is Mexico, and R is Russia. S is Saudi Arabia, South Africa, South Korea. S is Saudi Arabia, South Africa, South Korea, and T is Turkey, U is United Kingdom, U is United States, and one European Union and one African Union. African Union which is enter into the 2023, where India hosted this summit, where India hosted this summit. These are the countries. You have to quick look into this. Guys, next, what is the objective of G20? It is promote global economic stability and growth. They can ask you the main aim of G20, global economic stability and growth. Global economic stability and growth, which is international financial stability and change the climate change and mitigation and sustainable development, digital infrastructure and trade and investment. These are the main focused areas of G20 nations. Okay? Yes. And what is the structure of G20? Structure of G20, it is rotating the chairmanship, mean hosting countries, they can rotating presidency each year. This is the summit going to take place, each year. Each year the summit take place. Okay? Yeah, there is a different membership countries. There is no permanent secretariat, and there is actually we are going to discuss next what are the initiatives of G20. Yeah, there are financial track are the one initiative focus on economic and financial tax issues, and SHEPRA TAC covers political, okay, anti-corruption and education employment, and digital economy task force and development working group and sustainable financial working group. These are the initiative of G20. G20 main objectives different and what they did initiate. Okay? Yes. What is the news? The recent current affairs. What is the news relevant G20? Just look into here. I am going to explain it. Guys, just look into this. The news, this is the current affairs about G20. Okay? The meeting, G20 meeting took place in 2024. Yeah, in Rio Janeiro in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro. Okay, Brazil took place 2024 G20. 2024 G20 took place in the country like in the Brazil. This is the most important, guys. 2024 G20 in Rio, Brazil, 2024. This is the meeting of G19 meeting. Okay, meeting of G19 meeting. Group of 20 90th meeting is 2024, where took place in the Brazil, Rio. Okay, yeah. And one more thing, in this meeting UNFCCC climate, United Nations framework climate Convention on Climate Change, United Nations framework Convention on Climate Change. Okay, this also took place in the Brazil 2024 Rio. This convention is 30th convention, 30th UNFCCC. Okay, there are two summits took place. G20 90th summit is took place in the Rio, Brazil 2024, and there is a UNFCCC. It is the convention, 30th convention along with the summit took place in the Rio. This is the most important for current affairs. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah. What are the summits? This is the Trio Summit. Trio Summits. Trio mean it is about relevant G20. Relevant G20. This is important. Trio mean present, past, present and future. Future. Past, present and future chairmanship. Okay. What is past? 2024 is the present and future is 2025 is the future. 2023 is the past. This is the chairmanship of Trio, mean there is a objectives relevant these three summits, past, present and future. There is a objectives took place where past India 2023 chairmanship, New Delhi, this is important guys, New Delhi, and present 2024 Brazil Rio Summit, and future 2025 in the coming November, it will take in the South Africa, Johannesburg. This is the trio of G20, this status of trio. 2023 New Delhi, India, 2024 Rio, Brazil, 2025 it is South Africa, Johannesburg. Okay, this is the trio of this year. Okay, they can ask you in the exam, this is the current affairs. Okay, we are going to discuss the objectives of 2023, 2024, 2025 of G20 Summit. Okay, yes. Yeah, current affairs of 2023 and 2024 current affairs mainly focus on G20, most important guys. Okay, African Union become a permanent member, increasing voice of global south. This is became the permanent union where there is a 2023 summit. 2023 summit of G20 in New Delhi, India. India, New Delhi, there is a African Union which is permanent member, become a permanent member. African Union became a permanent member of G20 Summit, G20 Summit in 2023 India. Okay, yeah, and climate transition funding on green hydrogen where the major initiative in India. India Summit, there is a green hydrogen and climate security, and ongoing discussion AI regulations, AI regulation, artificial intelligence regulation, energy transition and geopolitical tensions. Okay, where the Ukraine and Russia. Okay, yeah. Next, the present G20 summit is what? This is important for exam. This is most important current affairs of G20. Okay, present. It was the G20 summit where took place in the Brazil additionally make it is G20 Summit of African Union member, okay, where which is enter into the 2023. This is most important, where November 2024 took place. November 2024 took place G20 Summit. This is theme building just world of sustainable planet. This is the important theme in the Brazil meeting. Okay, this is the important theme in the Brazil meeting, guys. What is this? Building a just world and sustainable planet. 2024 theme of 2024, that is present member of their Brazil meeting, which is the theme is building just a world, a sustainable planet. Building just a world, a sustainable planet. Okay, this is eco-friendly statement. Okay, eco-friendly statement. This is important. They can ask you in the 2024 theme of G20, where took place in the Brazil Rio Summit. Okay, Brazil Rio Summit 2024. Okay, the Brazil three main agenda priorities for this dialogue, 2024 dialogue. What are that? Social inclusion and fight against hunger. This is to social inclusion and fight for hunger, and energy transition and sustainable development. These are the main objective of 2024 G20 Summit. What? Social inclusion and target hunger and sustainable and energy transition. This is the objective of 2024 G20 Summit. I hope you guys understand this. Okay, this is the theme, building a just world and a sustainable planet. Okay, building just world, a sustainable planet. You have to prioritize for planet, not world. Okay, this is the theme of G20 2024 Brazil, okay, Rio Summit. Okay, I hope you guys understand this. Yeah, next coming 2024 2025 November, in the coming November 2025 is G20 Summit take place. That is the theme. This is the 90th summit. Brazil is 80th summit. 2024 is 18th summit, and this is 19th summit. 2024 2025 it is coming, ongoing in the coming November. Okay, that is where South Africa. The summit is going to take place in the South Africa. They can ask you trio. They might ask you the previous one, they can ask you present one, they can ask you future one. Okay, trio of G20. Okay guys, just look into here, solidarity, equality, sustainability. This is theme of 2025 G20. Solidarity, equality, sustainability. Solidarity, equality, sustainability. This is the theme for 2025, where South Africa going to take place in the coming November. Okay, yeah, G20 Johannesburg Summit. We can call it as Johannesburg Summit. Johannesburg is the city of South Africa. Okay, yeah, it is the 20th meeting. It is the 20th meeting where the group of 20th meeting, sorry, 19th November 21st. Okay, yeah, it is the 20th meeting heads of state and government held. 90th is 2024, 19th is the 2024, 18th is the India. Guys, I am going to write it. 90th meeting Brazil Rio, that is 2024. 2023 is 18th meeting India, Delhi. Okay, yeah, 2025 is 20th meeting, G20 20th meeting, that is South Africa, Johannesburg. 20th meeting. Guys, this is the series you have to follow. 18th is Delhi, India. 19th is Brazil 2024, that is Rio. And 20th meeting is 2025 coming November is South Africa, Johannesburg. The theme is solidarity, equality and sustainability. Okay, yeah, 20th meeting, heads of the state and governments they can form in the November, coming November, will the first summit held in the Johannesburg, South Africa on the African continent. This is the first summit in the African continent. This is also most important. They can give the priority of South, okay, South cooperation. The presidency is South Africa assume G20 presidency from December 2024. Guys, the presidency took place in 2024. From December the presidency took place, where 2023 is end December. There is a Brazil took place presidency 2023 December to 2024. Okay, from the 2024 December South Africa took place presidency. Okay, I hope you guys understand. Okay, here, okay, the theme you have to find it, solidarity, equality and sustainability is the theme. Okay, yes. And 2023 G20 New Delhi, which is 80th meeting, 18th meeting. Okay, 18th meeting also we have to discuss. The theme of India, which is 2023, is theme is Vasudhaika Kutumbam. Vasudhaika Kutumbam. Okay, Vasudhaika Kutumbam mean one earth, one family, one future. 2023 meeting in India, where 18th meeting of G20 took place India, Delhi. There is a theme is Vasudhaika Kutumbam, one earth, one family, one planet. This is the theme. Okay, 2023 G20 meeting. What are the objectives of this? Okay, New Delhi summit was chaired by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. India's presidents began December 1, 2022. India took place the presidency. India has there are 6 agendas for India. Green development, there are agendas in the India summit, India G20 summit. India did take initiative such a agendas, what we can call green development. There is a hydrogen gas, okay, hydrogen fuel they did make, and there is a solar system. Okay, yeah, and climate finance. There is a finance budget is going to separate allocate for the green energy or climate change for all nations of G20 groups. Okay, and accelerate, where life accelerate and inclusive growth and resilient growth, accelerating progress on SDGs, sustainable development goals, that is 17 goals. Focus on sustainable development goals, guys. Okay, technology transformation and digital public infrastructure, and multilateral institutions of G20 21st century, women-led development. These are the 6 initiatives that they take from the Indian summit of G20. Okay, yeah, and G20 about India summit. Okay, India hosted G20 2023, Vasudhaika Kutumbam, one earth, one family, one future. Over 200 meetings took place in India, different cities. Okay, about digital infrastructure, green development, women development and multilateral reforms. Multilateral reforms. Achievement of Indian presidency. This is important. This is important. African Union included as a permanent member. African Union is permanent member took place in the India summit. Okay, yeah, and the launch of Global Biofuel Alliance. Okay, Global Biofuel Alliance, GBA launched, and Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, IMEC, is also took place in India. okay, India Summit, and DPI, okay, Digital Public Infrastructure, Crypto Regulation and Reforms, Multilateralism. Okay, these initiatives took place. Okay, these achievements they can target it in the coming area. Okay, this is India hosted targets. Guys, just look into here again. G20 countries. These are all G20 countries. G7 countries are Germany, UK, France, Canada, Italy, okay, US, Italy, Japan. These are the G7 most powerful countries. Powerful countries. Powerful countries are G7. If Russia added to the G7, it is G8. Okay, among this G7 and Russia if included, like it is G8. Okay, yeah, G7 and G8 countries, along with these countries, Turkey, EU and Argentina, Brazil, South Africa, Mexico, China, Indonesia, South Arabia, Australia, India and South Africa, along with this are G20 countries. Okay, I hope you guys understand the nations of G20. And PYQs, we are going to discuss PYQs relevant to the G20, which they did ask in the previous year. Okay, PYQs. Which of the following countries are hosted G20 summit in 2023? Okay, India. India took place the summit 2023. Okay, yeah. And next, what was the theme of India summit? One Earth, one family and one future. Okay, this is the theme. This is the country of 2023. Okay, I hope you guys understand this. And next, which new member was added G20 2023? Okay, ASEAN, UAE, African Union. This is the African Union which is added in the 2023 G20 summit. Okay, yeah. Next, the G20 established in response which crisis? G20 which is formed, okay, for the responsible of this crisis, Asian financial crisis. Asian financial crisis, it is added. Okay, Asian financial crisis. Yeah. The term Trioca was G20 contest refer to the mean current, previous and next, present, past and future, like current, previous and next presidencies. Trio mean current, previous and next presidency. Yeah. Which organization is not part of the G20 often invited as a guest? Asian is the guest. Asian is not member of G20. What percentage of global GDP presented by G20? This is important question. 85%. Sorry. 85% is the global economy of G20 countries, or the global GDP is 85%. Okay, yeah, that is what the powerful of G20. Yeah, and yeah, which country hosted the G20 summit? India. India hosted G20 summit. Okay, yeah. What was the theme of the G20 president? 2023 India's G20, India's summit G20 president is one Earth, one family and one future. Okay, yes. And which of the following statement is about G20 is incorrect? Okay, yeah. Which of the following statement about G20 is incorrect? Okay, yeah. It has permanent secretariat. No. It is not a permanent secretariat. It is not a permanent secretariat. Okay, yeah. It is 19 countries and EU plus AU recently added in 2023. Okay, 2023 AU added. Okay, and it was formed 1992, obviously 1999. It is global economic challenges it will take the address for the global economic challenges after financial crisis of Asia. Yeah. And which of the following is Indian cities hosted G20 meeting in 2023? Okay, what is this? All the cities, India, all the cities that took place 200 meetings. 200 meetings. 200 meetings are took place these cities. Okay, yeah. G20 summit which first proposed the regulation of cryptocurrencies where in India. In India. Okay, yes. As you know, the cryptocurrency guys, Bitcoin like. Okay, yeah. What does the finance track of G20 deal with? Finance track G20 deal with. This is the important question. Monetary policy and taxation, debt management. Okay, yeah. Which country is host 2025 G20 summit? This is important in the coming exam. Okay, where South Africa. South Africa, Johannesburg. Johannesburg, the city, South Africa. This is important in the coming exam, guys. Yeah. India G20 presidency 2023. What was the theme of India? Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. Vasudhaiva Kutumbam. Okay. Yeah. Which international body is become a permanent member of G20 during the India's president? That is African Union. African Union. Yeah. Which corridor was launched 2023 India G20 summit connected to the Middle East and Europe? That is India, Middle East and East Europe Economic Corridor, IMEC. Where was the 18th summit held in India? New Delhi. Okay, 18th summit held in India, New Delhi. 19th 2024 Rio, Brazil. 20th is 2025 Johannesburg, South Africa. 20th meeting. Okay, yeah. This is 2024, this is 2025, guys. Okay, yeah. And 19th G20 summit Brazil, where 90th G20 summit held in 2024 is the place in the Brazil is Rio de Janeiro. Which major alliance launched in Brazil 2024 summit? Okay, that is Global Alliance, okay, against hunger and poverty. This is important, guys. This is important in the coming exam. 2024 the Rio Summit, what they targeted? The Global Alliance against hunger and poverty. Hunger and poverty. This is important in the coming exam, guys. Okay, yeah. What was the main focus on 2024 G20 summit? Okay, yeah. Hunger, climate finance and social justice. Hunger and climate finance and social justice. Who hosted the 19th summit of G20 present in the Brazil? Who hosted? Luis Incola de Silva. Okay, this is Spanish name, okay, of their president. Guys, this is important in the coming exam. Yeah, upcoming G20 summit South Africa 2025. Okay, about it, which country will hosted the summit in 2025? South Africa. South Africa, obviously. Okay, yes. And what is the theme announced in 2025? Okay, G20 of South Africa? Solidarity, equality and sustainability. This is important for exam point of view, most important in the coming exam, guys. solidarity, equality and sustainability. Solidarity, equality, sustainability. SES. SES. Solidarity, equality and sustainability. Yeah. Which African city will host 2025 summit? This is also important, guys. Johannesburg. Johannesburg. Okay. Yeah. Which of the following best describe the trioca in G20? That is current, previous, incoming, president. Okay. Which of these countries are not member of G20? Okay. Norway is not member of G20. That is Argentina, Australia, Saudi Arabia are there. Okay. Yes. I hope you guys understand about G20. This is the international organization which is, we did discuss the structure of the body of G20 members and as well the current events and took place what happened in 2024, 2025 and 2023. I hope you guys understand. Tomorrow we will going to meet another international organization. If you like this video, you can like it and share it. Thank you so much.